But while this great thing is happening, is there things happening with the DOE? Like, are people thinking about filing lawsuits? Or
Yeah, so
Right.
I wanted to tap into that now because now recently we've gotten some new news, right? Where everyone who was in your situation are now receiving back pay for all the time that they were not able to work. They're also, and all the sick days they would have accumulated, and part of a grand lawsuit. So why don't you talk about your understanding of that shift, and now how are you going to get your slice?
All right, so before we were let go, I joined a class action lawsuit. So they're currently trying to get to the state level, to the federal level. They were shot down at the city, shot down at the state, and now they're trying to be seen in the Supreme Court. They've shot down federally, and they're working to the Supreme Court. So
that's a good court to be in for this topic.
that's how I prepared myself initially. Now that we're talking about going back, and I'm so not invested, because I don't want to go back. So I'm so not invested.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, even if something happens where they're like, okay, come on back, would you?
I won't, and I will explain that after I finish
Okay,
answering this
go on.
question.
Yeah.
But yes, they spoke about you getting your job back, but nothing has been said by the DOE about it. So in my head, if you sent me a letter to fire me, you should send me a letter to rehire me, right? That hasn't happened. Also, the
Back pay.
So
that's another process.
Okay.
But the mayor and those people are still not just doing what people said should happen. So whatever the governor said should happen, it's not happening. So there's still a long process for you to get in. So you have to go and apply for it. There's something called, I was just listening to it on my way in. I forgot the term, but basically it's like they blacklist you. So they put you on some type of list.
FBI list, right?
You're I'm now, what do you call me? A terrorist.
Yeah.
I'm a terrorist.
Yeah, something like that. You're on a watch list. You're on a watch list because
I'm
you
on a
refused it.
Watch list for what?
Because I didn't take the vaccine. So
Because you didn't comply.
But like, watch list for like, what are you gonna do?
So
Because you did not comply. They used all their fear tactics to push down on you, and it didn't work. So you're
now I'm a problem.
right.
So I'm a little confused because it sounds like you're saying one thing, which is that there's a class action lawsuit. I would have thought the union was pushing this agenda, but one way or the other, teachers in your situations are not only getting offered their job back, but they're also going to get back pay because I would imagine in some sense the city, the state is acknowledging that they fucked up and legally they know they're going to pay, so they're trying to smooth it out and go, hey, if you want to come back, we'll pay you back your back pay. That's what it sounds like you're saying. But is that the reality or is that not reality?
It's not the reality. You have to go through, if you want to get back pay, you have to start the proceedings in court. You have to file a claim. You have to go through this whole process.
Okay.
And the judge will have to rule on whether or not you will get back pay. So you have to prove that you need back pay. So it's not that you're just saying, oh, we messed up, we're giving you your money. Now, we messed up, but now you need to fight us for your money.
You have to prove that we put you into poverty.
And I guess what what was the evolution of that? Because I kind of feel like I'm trying to make sure I understand it. Because you're saying it one way, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm trying to understand like how did this information develop, and what's your understanding of it? So there is a process to potentially get your job back and your back pay, and what is that process?
So my understanding is that you have to reapply for your job. When you reapply for your job, you're going to see that you're on this list that says you can't be hired.
Okay.
And you have to go and fight to get yourself off of that list so that you can get your job back.
That shit is
Then,
crazy.
if you want back pay, you have to file a claim and head to court to try to work on getting that, where the judge will say whether or not you can get back pay.
Okay, so like through trial and error, I'm guessing there has been established a path back that may result in back pay.
Right.
But part of establishing that path is requesting your job back, getting denied. It's like dominoes have to fall, and you can continue upon
And
that
I don't
path.
even know if my understanding is you can apply for back pay and not go back for your job. But I'm not sure
Right, 'cause
exactly how that goes
It's
because
not clear cut.
It's not clear.
They're being very vague about it. So, just to sum this up, to bring this to a a close, so what's your process now? Are you gonna like
Get that money?
Are you gonna get that money? Or are you gonna do what you need to do to get that money?
I am.
Good.
I am.
And so, what part of the process are you at right now?
I'm at the part where I'm just gathering information. I'm listening. I'm seeing where I need to go. Now, he asked me if I was going back. I'm not going back. I'm not going back because I have freedom. And I've learned that we are not taught to walk in our gifts, but to walk in somebody else's desires of what they want us to do. So even when we go to school and we say we're going to learn this and we're going to do this, we're still not at liberty. Like, I feel as a teacher, I wasn't at liberty to teach the way I would want to teach. I wasn't at liberty to express the way I wanted to express, to do things with my students the way I wanted to do them. And so there's always like a hand on you. And I've learned that you don't have to have that hand on you. And you can walk life and you can enjoy life, and you don't have to dedicate 1,000,000 hours after you got off the clock to a place. But you can have liberty to do stuff, and the liberties I'm enjoying is taking my parents to their appointments on a regular basis. My dad is 82, my mom is 76, and I don't want them on public transportation. So just having those liberties to be like, you need to go, let's go. I'm not giving that up.
Facts.
Yeah.